A very warm welcome to sunny Birmingham to the IBSA World Blind Football Championships as Italy prepare to face Thailand in a match that will decide the fate of both these teams in this competition. Earlier on today in Group A, Japan propelled themselves to the top of the group with an excellent victory over Turkey. Taichi Hirabayashi scoring for the third successive game, so they are very much in pole position. Italy can avoid dropping out of the top two as long as they manage to avoid defeat by more than a single goal here. But the carrot for Thailand is that if they can win by 2 goals, then they can snatch a place in the knockout stages. We'll now go quiet for the national anthems of both countries.
Please rise if you are able for the national anthem of Italy.
Italia, Italia celesta, nell'emo di Scipio, recita la testa, dove la vittoria è tua, campiona, che schiava, di Roma, di Dio la creò. Italia celesta, nell'elmo di Scipio si agita la testa, dove la vittoria è mondiale di Roma, che schiava di Roma e Dio la creò. Siamo pronti alla morte, siamo pronti alla morte, l'Italia chiamò. Siamo pronti alla morte, siamo pronti alla morte, l'Italia chiamò. Sì!
Please remain standing if you are able for the national anthem of Thailand.
Thai แต่ถึงรบไม่ขาดเอกราชจะไม่ให้ใครคงขีดมาเลือดทุกหยาดเป็นชาวเทพเลิกประเทศไทยของเวทใจที่โย
So here we are in Birmingham for this game which will decide the fate of these two teams in Group A. A rousing rendition of the Italian national anthem there. My name's Stuart Hodge. I will be guiding you through this game today alongside the legend Dixie Dean. Dixie?
Yeah, hardly more of a legend than a legend.
Well, we're here anyway, and we can enjoy the weather and hopefully some top class sport as well. The teams today, Italy, who have 4 points in the group so far after a 1-1 draw with Japan and a 2-1 win over Turkey, go with Giacomo Cherry in goal, Brian Ramirez, Valerio Arancifibro, Francisco Cavallotto and Pauly Yobo, who scored in both games so far, as their starting 5. As for the Thai team, they have Ponchai in goal, Panayawut, Prakrong, Suriya and Kitikor as their starting 5. So Dixie, you've obviously watched all of the football so far here in terms of these two teams. What would you say you've seen that's impressed you from Italy, first off?
Yeah, Italy have looked really strong, and they performed really well in the 2 previous games, and even though they were losing their second game 1-0, they come back really strong in the second half. And with Yobo up front, they're always going to sneak a goal. He's particularly strong, athletic, got a decent shot on him. So they'll push this Thai team all the way for sure. And I'm quietly confident that the Italians will come out on top at the end.
Yeah, so as for Thailand, they're the world number 5 ranked team. It's a country where the sport gets a lot of support, but they're yet to get a goal in this tournament. A 0-0 draw with Turkey, and then defeat to Japan. They need a 2-goal win in this one to progress. Do you think they have it in them to manage to get those 2 goals after not managing to score at all so far?
Yeah, I just think they need a bit of the rub of the green, really. They haven't had it in their 2 previous games, and they're a fine side. They really are a fine side, and they got a good coach and an Argentinian coach. So they're getting better and better and better, and they will be probably a little bit more, how can I say, possession-based than the Italian side. The Italian side tend to rely on 1 or 2 strong, fast players up front, and they'll just push the ball up to them and say, right, over to you guys, and they get on with it, where I think the Thai team will pass it round a little bit more and try and get all people involved. But as I say, at the end of the day, Italy just need a point. So that satisfies Italy. So.
Yes, it does indeed. I think an interesting element of this one is going to be the approach of both teams, because, I mean, people who are football fans will have heard of traditional catenaccio style Italian play, very much based on defence. So could be an interesting situation to see whether they adopt that kind of style here in the hope of getting a point, or we'll see them through, or maybe go out and try and blitz and attack and finish with a flourish in the group.
Yeah, well, we all know what Italians are like. They are the masters of the dark arts and the masters of defending. And I say, with Yobo up front, he's so quick and so strong. If they can leave 3 players at the back and just get the ball up to him and let him get on with it. Now, he's scored in each of the 2 previous games, and he's a fine player, really strong.
Yeah, definitely a fine player. And actually, not a lot of people know this, but he's outside Italy anyway. He's a bit of a reality TV star as well. He's been on a few talent shows showing his singing talents. Let's see if he's on song in this final group game.
Oh my word.
First one dropped ahead of the kick-off here. So for newcomers to the sport, Dixie, maybe just give a quick appraisal of the general rules of the sport for people that are watching for the first time.
Okay, so it's played on a standard-sized futsal pitch, which is about 40 by 20. We got sideboards on here to keep the ball in play, which are about 1 metre high and angled back. The ball is a size 3 futsal ball, but it has metal plates in the casing, and inside those metal plates there's ball bearings, so that gives it an audible sound. So it's considerably heavier than an ordinary futsal ball. What else do you need to know? The fouls and stuff like that is much the same as ordinary football. The only difference is it's a bit like basketball in so much as these teams are allowed 4 direct fouls each half. Then after that, it becomes an 8 metre penalty.
Yeah, with the 5th one.
Yeah, with the 5th one. So that's a little bit different. The keepers are fully sighted. You've got 4 outfield players who are...
They can be partially sighted,
They
though.
can be, yeah. They can be, but, 9 times out of 10, well, 99 times out of 100.
Yeah, all the keepers here.
Yeah, they'll be fully sighted. And the players have got patches over their eyes first, then they're taped, then they wear a black tape ski mask over the top of that. So... it creates a level playing field for everyone. So, and the keeper's area is very, very small. It's 6 metres by 1 metre.
And the goalkeepers cannot come out of that area. So even if the ball is on the edge of the box, they can't lean over, they can't do anything like that.
If they interfere with the ball, outside that area, it will be a penalty.
So we are underway here. First collision happens immediately. But play coming down the Thai left, but that's intercepted well.
I think they're going to have to stop with his head injury.
Yeah, Suriya went down probably less than a second into the game. Ponchai, the goalkeeper, is up to have a check on his colleague. And this is not the kind of thing that we want to see early on here.
No, the keeper's checking him. It's been interesting that the keepers come out and do the first check. They don't want the physio on the pitch, because if a physio comes on the pitch, the player has to leave. So they have to make a substitution. So I've noticed it quite a lot. The first check is done by the keeper. If the keeper thinks, no, it needs more medical attention than I can give him, he calls for the physio.
And now that is exactly what has happened. So we do have Karuhat Sungklang, the physiotherapist for the Thai team.
Yeah, they're going to make a substitution and they're calling for a stretcher. I think it's. I didn't really see where he got clattered.
It was immediately upon the start of the game. Wanchana is the substitute being readied, but Suriya's still down here, and this is not a nice thing to see early on. Real concerns. And someone coming over with some medical equipment just to make sure everything's all right. We can see in any sport now, if there's any semblance even of a head injury, it's immediately cause for concern, immediately cause for medical attention to be administered, and that's what's happening here. We have medical staff over as well to assist the physiotherapist.
Yeah, it's right and proper too. And they can't take any chances with head injuries. As people are well aware around the world, there's been a big emphasis over the last 2 or 3 years about potential concussion injuries and such like. So they, anything around the head is, very, very quickly dealt with, and the Italian team are just walking to the side.
Yeah, it's interesting that, I suppose, an opportunity, but it's not as if enough of the game has elapsed to make any tactical alterations or look at your game plan any, as we sit here right now, 14:29.
Yeah, he's sitting up now, so I don't know if we can take that as a good sign, but I would think it is. And as I say, we've got an ambulance on standby here all day long, and it has been here since last Sunday morning when we started, along with paramedics.
So far today, we've had some excellent action in this group. A really, really good goal from Taichi Hirabayashi. You were on commentary for that one, as Japan got the win over Turkey. How do you think Japan are shaping up, just as Suriya is carried off? Dixie, how do you feel Japan are shaping up?
Yeah, they're looking good, and they're very difficult to play against. Honestly, really difficult, because they defend with 4, and the 4 players are within arm's touching distance of each other. So wherever the ball is, those 4 players. So if you beat 1, you've got another 3 coming. So they're looking quite good, and they've got a good outlet up front. The lad who scored a goal, it was a wonderful goal, and
Hirabayashi, he's got 3 goals in 3 games, really has lit up this tournament so far.
Yeah, so they got the outlet for him, but I think we're about to restart.
We are about to restart. Wanchana is on, number 6 for Thailand. Play will recommence.
It'll be a contested drop ball. No one was in control of the ball when the referees decided to call a halt. All right.
So we're by the right sideboard if you're an Italian defender, left sideboard in the Italian defensive third. If you're
the other referees come over and taken charge of it, and it's not a contested drop ball.
It's going to be Italy, in fact.
It's going to be an uncontested drop ball.
It's Valerio Arangiafibro.
There we go.
Who will get us restarted. In fact, he's delegated it. I think they must hear us on commentary, and we're trying to wrong foot us. Cavallotto, goal scorer in the group so far, gets things moving for Italy. He's given the ball away though. Now Panyawitz. Good defending there. That's strong from Ramirez for Italy. He's a real bull at the back. Anticipated the danger, snuffed it out. Yobo already making a nuisance of himself on that right flank, and they're going to have to marshal him, Thailand.
Yeah, and that's a corner, even though the goalkeeper says, no, it's not, it's a goal clearance. The referee's quite correct in an award in a corner, and Yobo's over there and waiting for his Italian colleague to get over there with him.
Slight breeze here in Birmingham today, which probably a good thing. It's quite hot as well. Yobo showing off his dribbling skills, and then that's good awareness to get that towards Cavallotto, who's by the left sideboard. Substitutes Wanchana in trying to challenge for the ball and comes away with it well, Wanchana, and then he's tugged, but he's still burrowing through, and then Ramirez once more. Defensive stalwart for the Italians.
Yeah, I must admit, I thought that was a foul. I thought he tugged him back with his arm, but the referee's a lot closer than what we are.
Yobo just causes so many problems with his sheer height and athleticism. It's a good dish by Ponchai, the Thai goalkeeper. Now good work by Panyawutz. Still manages to keep possession and then gets the shot in, but Cherry's behind that one.
Yeah, it was a good effort there. He was on the run across the face of the goal and he swiveled and hit it, and not a lot of force behind it, but he's forced to save by the keeper.
Here's Cavallotto by the left sideboard for the Italians as he marauds into the Thai third and then just hits that one wide of the goalkeeper's left-hand post.
Yeah, that was a good opportunity because the Thai defence just disappeared, and here we go again.
It was a good run there from Kitty Korn.
And we got a corner.
A Kitty corner, but nothing doing, says the official. And Ramirez now is down for Italy. Seemed to take a sore one around the knee there. So Ramirez just waiting for some treatment. Italy on the defence here, and Ramirez, though he's moving around, no matter how much of a warrior he is, doesn't really look like he can continue here.
No, he's gone down again. I think they're going to have to make a substitution. You can't afford to leave him on if he's got a knock, because if Thailand attack down his side and he's not fully fit, he's going to cost them a goal. So the wise decision would be to get him off and have a look at him. He looks to be in some sort of pain. They're putting a load of ice around the knee. It's probably a knock-on knee, which really, really hurts at the start, but you can quickly recover from those, little bumps and bruises like that. Doesn't look like it's a strain. As I say,
yeah, it's definitely a contact injury, I think. The magic sponge that is often spoken about is being applied right now.
Yeah, we've got a very bitty start to this game, I'm afraid. But I'm sure we get going. We've been going for 2.5 minutes, and we've been going actually for 10. So
that just goes to show the nature of this one so far.
So we got a corner to Thailand.
Italy have made the substitution, bringing on number 2, Lili. Kitty Korn, this is a good run, opens up the angle and then smashes it into the top corner past Cherry. No chance for the goalkeeper. Wonderful individual goal.
Oh, what a goal that was. He's taking it from the corner. He's done an arc around the box, and he's got middle of the goal, and he's absolutely smashed it with his left foot round the keeper and into the far post. It was a wonderful finish. My word, that set this on fire now, hasn't it?
It certainly has. Now, Italy have scored some great goals in this competition. Cavallotto with a wonderful free kick against Turkey. Yobo scored a wonderful individual goal as well. But that might be better than both of those. Kittycorn smashing it after some fantastic dribbling.
Yes, indeed. And that would, if it stays like this, that moves Thailand up to four points level with Italy, and just one goal behind them. So
that's
it won't. It'd be the same goals. They're on the same, exactly the same at the moment. And yeah, I don't know what the protocol is there, but here we go. With Thailand are moving the ball forward again.
Panyawut. Thailand have come out with a real spark here, and that could ignite their hopes of making the knockout stages. So far, the Italian team seem a bit shaken just by Ramirez's departure. Oh, that was a strong challenge by Iyobo, and he comes the other way. Iyobo tries to get that one past the goalkeeper, but just didn't quite get the angle right. But you can see the absolute strength of the Italian number 7. Panyawut has bodies around him as he tries to create something on the left for Thailand. Beautiful spin. And then just squeaks it past the post of Cherry on the turn. But Thailand are showing all of their attacking verve here. After going goalless through the first 2 games, they look like they can create at will so far here. Ramirez's absence really being felt by Italy. Now Iyobo comes in field. It's good defending from the Thai captain, Prakrong. Just to manage to snuff out the attack enough to make it difficult for Iyobo, but he's such a problem.
Oh, he's a strong lad. He is a strong lad. And the goalkeeper went flying across there then. The Thai goalkeeper, just to ensure that it did go around the post and not in the goal. But here we go again. The Thai lad's running down towards us in the corner.
Nice work by Kittycorn, the goal scorer. Cavallotto's back.
Corner. In
his own defensive side of the pitch, having to do work. It's Kittycorn.
It's really important that the Italians don't lose their heads here, which they are prone to do. There's a long way to go, and we've got sort of ages to go. They don't need to get a goal back in the next 2 minutes or the next 5 or 10 minutes. They got a long way to go as Thailand break away from the corner. This big swing, not much of a ding.
Kittycorn was trying to make something happen. Unable to. Now Cavallotto can come the other way. He's by the left sideboard, still within his third of the pitch, and then a great switch of play towards Iyobo. Iyobo showing strong hold-up play. Defenders around him, and the height disparity between Prakrong, the Thai captain, and Iyobo is telling. There's at least a foot, maybe a foot and a half between the pair of them. Then, by committee, Thailand managed to get the clearance, but it's back with Italy.
Yeah, Thailand, they defend very similar to what the Japanese defend, and they sort of group around the player with the ball, and they just like swarm around it like bees around a honey pot, and so if you beat one of them, there's another 2 and another one coming at you. And but Italy have forced a corner up the top end.
Yeah, it was good work by Cavallotto. Put Kittycorn under pressure, going the other way, and managed to win a corner for his team. But just what you're saying about the defence there, Dixie, is that something you see maybe from Asian teams more than anything?
it seems to be a trait that they do over there. I just wonder, is anything to do with the stature of the players? Because the players tend to be a little bit smaller. That might be the reason why they sort of gang up on people, if you like.
Yeah, work by committee anyway. Yobo, the ball sticks to his foot, men bouncing off him all over the place, gets it to Cavallotto. Meanwhile, Ramirez, warrior that he is back on for Italy in that quintessential sweeper role, just sitting should any danger come the other way. Prakrong has it for Thailand, and then Panyaut gets it across field from the left sideboard to the right sideboard, but it's picked up by Cavallotto. Good dribbling from him, tries to get it through towards Yobo, who gets to the ball. Yobo, again a crowd around him. Cavallotto has it. Neat play from Cavallotto, real technician for the Italians. Strikes the ball, but it's not troubling Ponchai this time.
Yeah, it's deflected round for a corner. Italians have reacted well to this. You know, they've gone goal down quite early, and you know, they've definitely showed a reaction, and they're right back in this now. And yeah, with Yobo, they're always going to have a chance, because he's standing in at the far post area now, and you know, hoping that no one detects him to steam into the far post area and tuck the ball away.
There is that, and then sometimes the phrase used is lurking with intent. And I'm sure there's intent. Panyaut comes the other way. Tries to get the shot away. It's well blocked by Ramirez. Good duel between those two players. Ramirez, the victor.
And the Italians still working down the right-hand side. Yobo's picking it up. He's working off the board. He's coming inside.
Nice one from Yobo! What a goal to equalise! 3 goals in 3 games. And on the Italian bench, they are absolutely loving that one.
What a goal by Yobo. What an individual goal by Yobo. He's tight to the board. Got a couple of players around and he's spun out. It's quite a tight angle as well, and he's gone around, he's gone into the box and just toe poked it with his left foot, and it's gone across the keeper into the goal. What a lovely goal, 1-1.
Stunning. This game turning out to be one of the games of the tournament so far. So much at stake, and I think you can tell that in the way this is being approached, Dixie. Both of these teams have the bit between their teeth.
Indeed, they're you know... yeah, we're just looking at it again, and he's come out of that board area, and he's gone into the edge of the penalty area, and he's just toe poked it with his left foot, and it's gone across the keeper and into the far corner. Lovely.
Yobo has the ball. Cavallotto on the left if he needs him. Instead, Yobo tries to plough his own furrow.
That's a corner.
Got the shot away. His body's behind it for Thailand. As you see, a collective red mass for a Yobo to try and get through, but he's already proved that he can do that just a moment or two ago.
Yeah, I think we're having
just a chance here. Perhaps with
yeah, we've got a timeout coming.
Get a timeout, some drinks taken on.
Yeah, deep breath, everyone. Get some drinks on. Yeah, I think that the reason he's caught the Thai goalkeeper napping is he hit it so quick, and you know, he didn't wait to hit it. It's like a sharp stab with the foot. There's very little backlift, and because he's taken the opportunity early, the keeper's not really got set, and it's gone flashed across him into that side net and into the far post area. And yeah, wonderful. We've seen some wonderful goals here this week, I tell you. You know, if people want to look at like yesterday's game with France involved in Villaroux's goal. Oh,
beautiful.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
And this one from Yobo, you have to say, I mean, he's showing why he is such a talent in this sport. Yobo, who was, I believe, top scorer at the Euros as well in Pescara, he's just showing that he is one of the stars.
Oh, yes, there's no doubt about that at all. He's a big, strong lad, and he takes a bit of knocking off the ball.
He does. I think you would need a battering ram, a siege engine, any medieval castle attacking tool to try and rid him of that ball when it's at his feet.
Such a description there.
So the Italians will get the game back underway. Just over 7.5 minutes left of what's been an incredibly lively first half. That looked like a foul there. Bodies going down all over the place. But Valerio Arancia-Fibro tidies up for Italy, then gets it down towards the right-hand side towards Iyobo, but Thailand will pick up possession. Crowd around that sideboard as Panyawut sends it behind for an Italian corner.
Yeah, it's the pressure of Yobo behind him. He's forced him into that error, and he's tried to roll it back to his keeper. And because Yobo's pushing and pushing, he's felt that pressure coming from behind, and he's made a mistake and given Italy a corner.
So chance for the Italians here to turn the scoreboard right round. Two very good goals in this game. Kitty Korn giving Thailand the lead, and then Iyobo on the ball now, doing what he does for Italy. Cavallotto showing off his technique, and at the moment you have to say it is the Italians who are in the ascendancy. You look the more composed of the two teams. Ramirez back on. Now, it could be coincidence, but when Ramirez was off, that was when Italy just looked to lose their shape and their composure. Since he's come back on, everything seems to be all well.
Yeah, I think in the defensive area, he's vital to them, and it's no coincidence that Thailand scored when he was off the pitch, I think.
Panyawut for the Thai side. Some good dribbling from him, but ran into the brick wall that is Iyobo. Valerio Arancia-Fibro trying to carry possession forwards for Italy. Instead it's sprayed out to the right hand side by Panchai, the Thai goalkeeper. But Panyawut just couldn't manage to get that under control. And if Panchai's kick, if he could have got that, then that would have been a good attacking position on the right for Thailand. Instead it's Cavallotto at the other end for Italy, and that was close to creeping in. Instead it's with Iyobo now. Iyobo gets the shot away. It's blocked. Tries to get the ball back instead of counter-attack. Suriya. Non-stop action. Iyobo! Wow, what a goal from the Italian superstar. 2 goals from him, and that Thai lead is now a deficit as Italy go 2-1 in front. And it's all about that man, Paul Iyobo. I asked if he was going to be on song. He's singing all the hits today.
He certainly is. Yeah, Thailand played the ball upfield, and they would robbed of the ball around the centre circle by one of Yobo's colleagues. They passed the ball to Yobo just forward a couple of feet. Yobo's turned and he's gone headlong in for goal, and he's rifled a left foot shot into the far post area again. Wow, what a goal. He's so strong. He's difficult to knock off the ball, and it was a great goal by Yobo.
Yeah, it certainly was. One thing that I've noticed is both of the goals were similar but from different sides. He hit it low across the goalkeeper Ponchai, and on both occasions the goalkeeper could do nothing about it. Now, you've played that position. Just how challenging is it when the ball comes low, it comes across you? It's so hard to get down in time, isn't it?
Yeah, and the problem you've got as a goalkeeper, because the box is so small, it's only a metre deep, you can't shut the angle down. Because normally with a goalkeeper, you've got a big box, you can come out and you can close the angles down, which makes it easier for him to get the front to the far post. Obviously, with the goals only being a metre, he can only come a metre. So he can't come forward to cover off that back post. And with the ball, when these balls fly, they really go very, very quickly. And he's put it right across him, and he's hit it really well, to be fair. He's not fluffed his lines at all.
No, definitely not. And then the one thing you would say, we're talking about all of the athleticism that Iyobo possesses, but that's fantastic technique. It really is. And you have to talk about Giancarlo Bruni, the guide behind the goal as well, because that just helps orientate Yobo in terms of where he is and where he needs to put the ball. So clearly a really good synergy between the guides and the Italian superstar.
Yeah, it's one of those vital links that you need to have. You need to have with all the sighted people that are around the pitch. Like your head coach, you need to have good communication with them. Your goalkeeper is covering the defensive third. You need good communication, and the attacking coach is saying, right, I'm here. The gap's on the left, telling them where to go and when to come across and when to fire the shot off. So they've obviously got a good synergy.
Very important. So Yobo, the difference maker. So far, Italy leading Thailand by 2-1 here. So as it stands, one Asian team and one European team progressing from this group. That's after Japan beat Turkey earlier on. Thailand get action back underway, and this could fall kindly here for Kittycorn, trying to find a way through. It's good hustling by Ramirez to force him away from goal, back towards the sideboard. Back in it comes, and Panyawut just drags the shots. But that was better from Thailand, encouraging.
Yeah, good reaction from Thailand down coming down the left-hand side, and Italy need to be aware that they haven't won this game yet, and I'm sure Thailand are going to have something to say before the end.
Yobo, so hard to stop, and again good awareness from him, but it does take a deflection behind, so it will be another Italian corner with 4.5 minutes just over that left of this opening half.
Yeah, he just makes people make mistakes. I thought the Thais were completely in control there, but he's pushing them and leaning onto them, and he's forced another corner.
Yeah, I counted 3 Thai defenders within about a feet of Yobo. And the ball stuck to him. Shot goes in from Italy. It's easy enough for Ponchai to deal with. That one goes beyond Cavallotto, though, and a chance here for Thailand, perhaps. And Ramirez was under pressure, so just carries it behind for a corner to Thailand. Real end-to-end stuff here, Dixie.
Yeah, this is what we want. We want goal-mouth action. We don't want the ball in the middle of the park. We don't want the physios on. We don't want the first aiders on. We don't want any of that. We want the ball around the goals, and we're certainly getting good value for that this afternoon. And both these teams are really going for it and attacking each other.
Surya also back on for Thailand. It's good to see both Surya and Ramirez. We had to go for a period back on the pitch. Panyawut just seems to be hitting plenty of shots, but he's not managed to hit the target and really trouble Cherry yet.
No, just putting sighters in, I think is what you call it.
Yobo was going backwards, somehow slides to the ground. Struggle to get a ball away from him. Surya just about manages, but Ramirez stops him in his tracks as he was bearing down in goal. Now Yobo, who's been playing mainly on the right, is on the left and gets the shot in low. Definitely, by the look of it, prefers his right boot, but that wasn't a bad effort with the left, and Ponchai dealt with it. Now coming the other way is Valerio for Italy. Valerio gets the shot in, had plenty of power, but was straight at the Thai keeper. He's been peppered right now, Ponchai.
Yeah, he's certainly having his work cut out in this first half. The Thai keeper, if you having words with his defence, he's having too much to do.
Kittycorn up against the right sideboard, tries to twist away from Yobo, and it's good awareness from Kittycorn. Lovely dribbling too. Gets past Valerio Aranciafibro, but cannot get past Ramirez. Italy get it away, but not too far away. Yobo is bearing down on Prakronk, the Thai captain. And Prakronk, to be fair to him, kept his composure well, but he's just smacked that one off the sideboard, and it bounces back to Yobo. Yobo creates the angle for the shots, and Ponchai gets his positioning right again.
Yeah, it's another good shot by Yobo. He's worked really hard against the Thai captain. He's won the ball.
Straight up to Kittycorn, and he clips the post on the way through. Unlucky.
Yeah, good effort by the Thais, and they're still in this game. There's a long time to go yet.
Was route one very much. Straight up from Ponchai, bounced, of course, as it has to. And then Kittycorn turned early and got the shot away. It was good poise from the Thai scorer. Valerio Arancefibro under pressure from Surya, who comes away with it. Is well won by Surya.
Yeah, there's a foul there against the Thai. He's been pulled back by the Italian, and we're going to have a free kick just outside the third. And
is that the first foul of the game? I'm just trying to keep counting my head.
No, we've had others. It's definitely not the first, but we got one foul. That's the second foul against the Italians.
Second foul against the Italians. This is why I've got you, Dixie, to keep me right. Obviously, I need to get a new abacus or calculator or something. So
can't beat a paper and pen.
The best way to do it. Scores like on a wall, if you were serving a prison sentence, that kind of idea. Anyway, it's a free kick. So for people that haven't seen a set piece like this before, or some of our audience who aren't aware of how these work, can you give us?
We're going up. Perhaps on the next one we'll give it an effort. But the type he's pressing down through the middle of the goal area.
It was probably a bit far away to have an attempt on goal, but these set pieces do seem to be ones where teams can manage to use set plays to create opportunities, as we saw from Kittycorn earlier. Now Panyawut for Thailand. Gets it across towards Kittycorn. It just runs across his body. And he didn't quite keep it in time. He was waiting for it to hit the sideboard. And then when it did so, it went behind the goal line.
Yeah, he just wasn't alert to it, was he? It runs straight across in front of him. And what's happening now?
It was interesting. Surya.
Oh, it's a substitution.
Who picked up the injury earlier on, has gone off. And then once more, it's Wanchana who's on as the replacement.
Going back to that last effort, the ball run right across the front of the penalty area. And the Thai guy's at the back post, and he's just let it go, and he's a foot away from him. And so the efforts are still there. Here come the Italians.
Cavallotto. Straight at the Thai goalkeeper, whose distribution has been excellent in this game. Wanchana just back on the field. Picked up by Panyawut, who's looking lively for Thailand. He's on the left-hand side by the sideboard. 3 Italian defenders. He's got to get past one of them, Valerio Arancefibro, on top of him. Panyawut, though, comes away from the crowd. It's now streaked over to the other side by the sideboard. Needs to try and keep that in.
It's a goal clearance.
And Italy get play back underway in this final minute of the first half. Very quickly, Iyobo on a hat-trick in this game. Trying to find a way through, but he's penalised that time.
Yeah, it's another foul against Italy. Iyobo just barging his way through a little bit too vigorously for the like of the referee on this side.
What was quite funny about that is, I did mention the height disparity earlier. The Thai captain, Prakrong, patted him at what would have been just above head height for him, and it was in the lower parts of Iyobo's shoulder.
Yes, there's quite a size difference, isn't there?
The athleticism and technique on show from both teams in this game. Cavallotto, good composure on the edge of his own box there. He's coming up the left-hand side now. Ball ricocheting off the sideboard a few times. He's by halfway, then switches it over to the other side where Iyobo causes trouble. They're quite the double act, these two, on either flank for Italy. Iyobo, wonderful close control, and the shot just goes wide.
Yeah, another great effort from Iyobo. That's his party piece, going down the right-hand board, cutting across, firing it into the far post area, and we're done for this half.
And there goes the hooter for the end of the half. And it's Italy who lead here by 2-1. They did fall behind after Kittycorn came in from the corner and rattled it in to the top corner of Giacomo Cherry's nets. But then 2 goals from Paul Iyobo of Italy with a 1-goal lead at the end of that first half. What are your takeaways from that one, Dixon?
Well, I'm just marvelling at the strength of Iyobo, basically. And for such a big man, his dribbling is so good. he keeps the ball close to him, and usually, the taller you are, the more difficult it is to do those slalom when he runs, because you always have a bit of a joke in football. The tall players can dribble because their brain's too far away from the feet. But usually it's the short, squat players who are better at dribbling. But Yobo's fantastic. As you at home see some of the highlights and see some of the goals, unfortunately our BT's gone down, so we'll just talk.
Well, see, to be fair, I think we can just bask in the glory of what was a fantastic half.
Oh yeah, it certainly was. Thailand set it up great. Scoring that goal for us really set the game up, didn't it?
It certainly did, because Italy, if they had, we were asking, are they going to play Catenaccio? They're going to sit in, nurse the lead.
Yeah.
Leading the group, that is. They couldn't do that. They had to then come out, and what you had was, you had a half packed full of entertainment. After two initial, quite lengthy stoppages, there was the goal from Kitty Corn, and then it just sparked from there.
Yeah, it certainly did. It certainly sparked Italy into life, didn't it? When they went 1-0 down, and sparked them into life, and we saw the best of Yobo. That's the best of Yobo I've seen at this tournament. Now, he's scored in other games, but he's certainly on song today, and he's had numerous chances, loads of shots into the far post area, and his two goals were absolutely tremendous. As you're watching the Yobo shots at home, and there's the Yobo goal.
I think we did point out in the commentary the synergy between the guide behind the goal and Yobo seems to be such an important facet of what Italy do. That's one thing that I noticed. The other thing that I noticed was Yobo on the right, Cavallotto on the left, just causing all sorts of problems. And regardless of Thailand trying to do the defending by committee, the hunting in packs, you can only do so much of that if you have players of that quality.
Well, yeah, what Italy are doing, they're putting one player out on the left board, one player out on the right hand board, so they can't hunt as a pack of four. They've got to cover both of them, and that's where here's the second goal from Yobo coming up. Let you all sit back and enjoy this.
It's been very enjoyable. Now, I will level with you guys at home. This is my first game doing this sport, and I must say I'm blown away by the entertainment. Fantastic. If anyone at home is watching or experiencing being part of the audience for the first time, then I would highly advise you to make sure that you can get involved in this sport. Now, you will have some clubs maybe locally or regionally that you can get involved with, and there's plenty of information out there from IBSA when it comes to blind football and how to get involved in this sport. And you were obviously involved for a while yourself, Dixie. more years than I care to remember, to be honest. But I think we're going to a break now and listen to an important message from IBSA, and we'll see you shortly.
It's fast, technical and tense. This is your guide to five-a-side football. There are 5 players per team, 4 outfield players and a goalkeeper. The aim of the sport is to score a goal by kicking the ball into your opponent's goal, and at the end of the game, whoever scored the most wins. Players must wear eye shades to ensure that all players have the same level of vision. That is apart from the goalkeepers, who aren't required to wear eye shades and can be fully sighted. Their job is to keep the ball from going in the goal behind them. But how do the players on the field know where the ball, or indeed the goal, is? Well, the ball in blind football is specially designed to make sound whenever it moves. Also, each team has a guide behind the opposition goal to help direct them. Each player is required to shout "Voy" when going for the ball. This ensures every player has the cues they need to help build a picture of what's going on and what to do next in defence or attack. To help this, total silence is required from the crowd until a goal goes in. Voy is Spanish for go, and it was the Spanish who were credited with originally developing blind football in the 1920s. As well as the Paralympics, teams from all corners of the world can compete at World, European, Asian, African and America's Championships, as well as a World Grand Prix.
Blind football can be played by both men and women, with the historic first Women's World Championships coming up in 2023.
So what are you waiting for? Give it a try.
IBSA, International Blind Sports Federation, presents, with the support of the International Paralympic Committee, IBSA Anti-Doping App, the first application of its kind in the Paralympic movement, specifically designed for blind and visually impaired people. Athletes, coaches, medical staff, managers, and the public in general now have a powerful tool to stay focused on the principles of clean sport. Scrolling down the main menu, you can find all the important themes you need to know to play fair and be alert to testing procedures and necessary adaptations for athletes with visual impairments. IBSA gives top priority to anti-doping control, being the only international federation with 3 sports in the Paralympic family: goalball, football, and judo. IBSA Anti-Doping App has external links, namely to WADA, where our sport agents can always find the most updated information, especially the list of prohibited substances and methods. Glory in sport can only be achieved by the athlete's awareness of their rights and responsibilities. You can find them on the IBSA Anti-Doping App. IBSA is continuously promoting anti-doping education to all its affiliate athletes and sport agents, not only about the consequences of the use of doping and the risk of using supplements. IBSA believes that education is the major tool to fight doping in sport. Informed athletes can make better decisions. Download the app now at the usual operating system stores.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have seen history being made today.
Such a great team at these championships.
IBSA. Beyond sight. Feel the sport.
Very warm welcome back to the IBSA World Games in Birmingham, where Group A of the blind football approaches its climax, and Italy are leading Thailand, if you're just joining us, by 2-1. Thailand took the lead through Kitty Corn, but Paulie Yobo, the number 7 for Italy, the tallest player on the park, with a double to take his tally personally to 4 goals so far in this competition. He was top scorer at the European Championships in Pescara, and I don't know if bookies will give you odds, or anyone else, on who's likely to be the top scorer here, but Yobo would maybe be a good bet. So underway alongside Cavallotto. The Italians get us started, and it's right down the heart from a Yobo just at the edge of the area, trying to get the shot in. Prakrong, the Thai captain, he's not the biggest, but he's got a knack of getting in the way. Cavallotto brings it back infield, he gets the shot away, but it's not troubling Ponchai. Same fast-paced start that we saw in the first half, right at the start of the second.
Exactly the same. Your Cavallero was really good. Then he's come across from left to right and reversed it back across the goal and just missed the far post, but not by much. It was a good effort, and we're starting off the second half in the same vein as the first.
That's
with
another
a tie
body
player down with a head injury.
Yes, we did see this. Now, at the start of that first half, there was something very, very similar. It's Panyawut this time. It was Surya for Thailand the last time. Ramirez for Italy, also in the wars. Now, both of those players did come back onto the field. Ramirez is on right now.
So we're going to restart with the goalkeeper. Yeah, he's happy to go again. Here we go.
Cherry fires that straight to Cavallotto. It was a well-aimed throw. And then good work from Kitty Corn up against the sideboard to win the ball back for Thailand. And now Wanchana gets it back to his goalkeeper, and Ponchai has the chance to initiate things for Thailand. The fully sighted goalkeeper gets it up onto the left flank for Panyawut, who drags it all the way across to the right. Great close control and dribbling, but then just loses his balance. Almost getting possession, but Cavallotto picked it up, and now Ramirez. Well, that's actually gone behind, and now Italy have it. Up by the left sideboard is Cavallotto. Again, lots of Thai bodies there. And there's Wanchana who comes away with it. Trips over the ball slightly, holds a hand up. Prakrong gets in the way of Ayobo and is back with Ponchai. Fast-paced, Dixie.
Yeah, it's a really quick game, this, and it's going from end to end. Italy attacking down the left-hand side here now. Firing it across and just missing the near post.
Cavallotto has seen a lot of the ball. Kitty Corn, the scorer for Thailand. Ramirez, such a strong defender, but Kitty Corn manages to keep possession. Ramirez is all over him. Thailand wanted the foul there. But nothing forthcoming from the officials. Arantxa Fibro, Valerio is well challenged by Wanchana. Went down to ground. Good old-fashioned slide tackle there. And there's just a bit more turning over of the ball at the start of this second half, Dixie. Maybe players just trying a little too hard to do it all on their own.
Yeah, it is a little bit scrappy at the moment, I must admit. But I'm sure they'll settle back down again, and we'll go back to the same pattern as what we saw in the first half.
Panyawut trying to make something happen for Thailand. Cherry then distributes it, the goalkeeper. But Cavallotto's given that away. Panyawut and Ramirez almost wrestling there. And I have to say, the officials, no, it's going to take quite a bit for them to put the whistle to the lips in this one, by the looks of it.
Yeah, they're trying to let the game flow. You know, to be honest, when you see a game of football, the best referee is the one you never see. You know, they don't get involved. The game is about the players, not them. And they're trying to let the game flow, and I'm sure they'll step in if anyone does anything untoward. And great run here by him.
Panyawut! And he's then felled at the end of it. So this could be a good chance for an attacking opportunity for Thailand, as Panyawut remains prostrate on the ground right now.
Yes, as you can see by here, he's coming from the right-hand side across the pitch to the left-hand side, and he's just about to pull the trigger, and he's taken down about a foot outside the penalty area. So it's going to be a great... I think he must have got a knock a little bit earlier as well, because the referee's... If he's given it from there, he must have played an advantage, and he's gone back for the original offence.
That's interesting.
It certainly wasn't in that position when he went down.
That probably favours Italy slightly, because that was a really, really good angle to attack from.
Yeah.
Wanchana goes off for Thailand after a decent stint on the field, and Ronarod comes on.
Yeah, I say with the referees, it's important, you know, that they don't over officiate. You know, you're going to get little knocks and bumps, and it's a physical sport. It is a contact sport, so they're not too officious and let the players play.
Panyawut finds that same position again to let fly. Cherry got down well for Italy. And then the ball comes right up to the other end. And that's towards Iyobo from Cavalotto. As they just play across the edge of the Thailand defensive third. Now Cavalotto in some space on the left by the sideboard, and then almost sort of toe poked that one. And it had the height on it that it could have beaten Ponchai, the goalkeeper, but it also just went over the crossbar.
Yeah, interesting to see Italy switching from side to side, trying to pull the Italians, pull the it's been here a long time.
Yeah.
The Thai team around a little bit. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day, and it's very, very hot. So you will forgive us for the odd moment. Iyobo now. Look at the strength. Prakrong trying to do his bit. Iyobo holding it up. 4 Thai players around him. Tries to find a way through. Thailand do get it clear, but it's right back to the Italian goalkeeper Cherry. Cherry then distributes it over halfway to the right sideboard. Iyobo, great switch of play and awareness. And it's Cavalotto providing the cavalry. On the left-hand side, that's towards Iyobo, who's on a hat-trick, lurking at the edge of the box. It just runs across his foot. And then Thailand are feverishly after it defensively. It's good work.
That's a corner
by Panyawut, but he does concede the corner.
Yeah, that's great play by Italy, switching it. First, Iyobo switched out to their left-hand side, and it was controlled over there and then switched back across to Iyobo. So they're really pulling the Thai defence all over the place at the moment. And, they keep playing like this. It won't be long before we get another goal.
Thailand, remember, need to get the win to have any hope of progression. Just the 1 point so far after a draw with Turkey and a loss to Japan, who are already through. Iyobo chips that one up high in the air. It goes across to the left sideboard. Now Cavalotto tries to get it through a crowd of players. The shot's charged down.
And that's a corner.
And then a corner conceded by Ronarod a little bit cheaply.
Yeah, that's what pressure does to you. Yeah, they're pushing and pushing and pushing. Then you start making mistakes. And the Thai player then, he's lost his bearings a little bit and pushed it out for a corner.
So good chance for Italy here, and they are cranking up the pressure as we just tick into the last 10 minutes. Ball hit across by Cavalotto, but that's good composure from Panyawut to get it back to his goalkeeper. And then there's a good ball up the right-hand side for Kittycorn, who's after it. Ramirez defending for Italy.
And we get a substitution by the Thais here, down in front of us. Looks like number 12 is coming off.
So, substitute came on a few moments ago. Ronarod is going off, and Suriya, who started this game and has had a couple of stints on the bench after his early head knock, is back on.
And we'll restart with the goal clearance from the Italian keeper.
Giacomo Cherry gets that up towards the Iyobo, and somehow the ball just has a habit of sticking on his foot, no matter how many red shirts are around. And every time he has it, he causes panic. Now, a bit of space for Kittycorn here. Opens up the afterburners and just ends up forced onto the left-hand side, right by the sideboard. There was a moment there where there might have been an angle for a shot. Panyawut trying to create one. Ramirez after him. Such a brilliant defender, Ramirez. It comes to Kittycorn, and he's shoved by Cavalotto.
Boy, the Thai player was just about to unleash a shot. He'd worked an angle, got into the middle of the goal mouth, worked the angle across there. He's just turning to swing when he hit it with his right foot, and the Italian defenders come and knocked him off the ball. So we
seems just a little bit cynical, really.
Well, we did say Italians can defend, didn't we? That's what it's all about.
The art of defending comes in all shapes and forms.
Yeah, the dark arts. Yeah, so we've got a free kick here. It's about 8 metres out, centre of the goal. And the Italian wall are taking, as we're looking at it, they're covering the left-hand side of the goal. And the keeper's going to be covering the right-hand side of the goal by the looks. The Thai players are trying to get involved. They can't stand in the wall, but they can be a metre in front of the wall. Much the same as in ordinary football.
So if you are new to the sport, what happens is you will hear things go quiet and the guide will strike the post to help the attacking player get some orientation. Whoever's going to have the strike in that committee of 3 around the ball.
So the procedure is the referee says to the goalkeeper, "Are you happy with your wall?" Then he has to be quiet. Then he goes to the attacking coach. "You locate the goal for your. Are you happy?" When he gives him the thumbs up, the referee will blow the whistle and we get the play underway. And all this time this is going on, you're not missing anything because the clock is stopped. So
this could be a pivotal moment. I think, does that be retaken? No, it's been given Italy's way.
Yeah, he's double touched it.
And that is a costly error.
Yeah, he's played it to himself. Yeah, the player behind him is supposed to just touch the ball and let the player in front run on with it. But he's not. The player behind him taking his foot off the ball and not double touch. He's not touched it, so the player running away effectively is just run away from a free kick. And, you know, in any form of football, you can't do that.
Kitty Corn, another good run. Just doesn't have the shot with enough purchase at the end of it. Cherry, the Italian goalkeeper, gets things restarted. Cavallotto on the left-hand side of his own penalty area. Gets it across to the right now, but Surya is around that one for Thailand. Just the ball went quiet for a moment there.
And we seem to have got a very noisy jet going across at the moment. It probably landed at Birmingham Airport, and the players are really struggling to hear the ball because of the jet going into Birmingham Airport. But are underway again, and the Thai team are attacking down the left-hand side. It was a bit of a long throw by the keeper, and it's gone out for a goal clearance.
It's gone behind.
Oh my word, the Thai guide up the far end is getting involved with the goalkeeper, and
yeah,
we've got a couple of players down as well.
So Panyawut hit the deck, and Thai guide is not at all happy with that. He feels that was definitely an infringement.
Yeah, the Thai guy from behind the goal was trying to get round the side of the pitch to tell the referee, "Look, my man's down, my man's down." And the Italian goalkeeper wanted to unleash the ball, and they had a bit of a grappling session up there. But so we got the Italian. Yeah, we got the Italian physio on at the moment, attending to one of their players who's had a bump of heads with one of the Thai players.
Yeah, I mean, as the treatment's administered, I've had an interesting piece of news through. It was not a jet. It was the Birmingham Hells Angels going past on their bikes. That's what you heard. Quite the noise.
Is that right? It sounded like a jumbo jet about 10 foot above us.
It did. And it cannot be helping the guys on the field.
No. Because normally what they would do in those circumstances, like it happened yesterday, we had an ambulance go past. It was very loud. The wind was blowing that way, and they paused play while the ambulance went past. But that was a load of motorbikes.
Yeah, must have been quite the fleet. Is that the right collective noun there?
Right. So
Aranchi Fibro and Tanyaw's clash of heads there. But good to see that everyone is back up, whole and hearty. Yobo under a bit of pressure from Surya. So hard to get the ball off the big Italian. Switches that towards Cavallotto. It's a bit behind him, so Cavallotto in his own defensive third here instead. And then switches it back towards Yobo, just over halfway. It runs over the Italian's foot, but he's after it feverishly. Surya now coming the other way for Thailand. Brilliant dribble from Surya. Oh, and the finish just lacking. What a goal that would have been.
Yeah, it's just he's just lacking with a bit of composure at the end there, and he's struck it with his left foot and he's put it wide, and we're back under the way with Yobo. Oh, he's just... Ball's just run under his foot and it's gone out for a goal clearance.
Just an interesting one about that Thai attack. Once more, Warasan Pansawad, the guide for the Thai team. He's so demonstrative, he's so involved. And I just wonder about that relationship because, as you mentioned earlier, the Coach Germán Alberto Marquez, he was a guide himself for the Argentinian team. So it's interesting to see that synergy between the role of head coach and the role of guide. It's been an interesting experience anyway for anyone who, like me, is picking up this sport as we go, learning. And by the way, plenty of people are here as well as the sun is shining down in Abami, Birmingham. There are growing numbers of spectators gathering in those stands. England are, of course, playing a little bit later on, so the St George's Cross very visible at the back of those stands as well.
Yeah, I would encourage anyone who's listening in the Birmingham area, if you can get down here tomorrow on a sunny Sunday afternoon and spend a few hours down here, it's well worth coming and having a look. I can assure you, you're not going to be bored and you'll feel well entertained because this sport, there's always something going on, and it's fast-paced, there's goals, there's incidents, and yeah, it's a marvellous sport to watch. And
no VAR check.
Yes, the only VAR is me and Stuart. And we don't count.
Excellent stuff. So, a goal clearance from Ponchai to get us started. In fact, he dishes it to Prakrong, the Thai skipper. And then he goes route one with it. Kitty Corn was after that one, but just couldn't get there in time. Instead, it's Iyobo on the left for Italy. Good awareness there to try and intercept that one, and that was quite the clash on the boards that time.
And he's given the free kick to Thailand. I think there was a bit of holding by the Italian, and so he's given the free kick to Thailand in quite a nice area. Well, it's just over the halfway line, a couple of yards inside from the left-hand board, but it gives their defence a bit of a breather, and they're making a substitution, Italy, at the same time. Number 9 going off.
Yeah, the Italian captain Mauro came on. It's a kind of ice hockey substitution where he comes on just to make things a bit difficult, a bit feisty for the opponents. And Valerio Arancia-Fibro returns to the action for Italy.
Italian coach using his squad quite wisely. He's rotating them around, making sure they're all fresh and can come on and do a job for him.
So no double tap this time. Panyawit and Prakrong work together. It's now across to Kitty Corn. Break of the ball comes for Kitty Corn, and then the technique is sublime, but just too many Italian defenders in the way. And that was well marshalled. It's a body down. It's Valerio Arancia-Fibro who looks to be hurt.
He's not happy. He's just thumped the ground. Don't know what he's not happy about. Is he injured, or is he angry with the referee, or no? He's on his hands and knees now. He's back up on his feet. So
just under 6 minutes to go.
But he's only just come back on, hasn't
he? Yeah, he has indeed.
Right, but he absolutely thumped the ground there.
So from a similar situation in the first half, Thailand managed to get their goal. It's Panyawut this time. Good technique from Panyawut, but that's been what's lacking from him in this game. He has just not had the finish at the end of good build-up. He's had lots of those shots just veering off target rather than troubling Cherry. The one that did beat the Italian goalkeeper came from this man, Kitty Corn, who finished with real aplomb. Panyawut gets free. On he came centrally just to the edge of the box. and then lost his footing at the vital time, and instead Italy now come the other way. It's Yobo into the tie, goalmouth near enough, and then Prakron has sublime awareness and positioning, and then nicks it from Yobo from behind. This game getting more scrappy, more feisty, so much on the line. Prakron tries to get that back to his goalkeeper, and just about gets it back to Ponchai. I don't think I'd fancy being the goalkeeper.
Well, they always say goalkeepers and nuts, don't they? So just proves the point.
I am saying nothing, given present company.
But yeah, he's the goalkeeper there is taking a bit of a chance, and what we're going to have, the referee's not happy with what the goalkeeper did there, and so we're going to have an indirect free kick to France.
To Italy?
No. Who's France? Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
To Italy, on the edge of the box, and yeah, I can't see what happened, but it was something that the goalkeeper did. So it'll be an indirect free kick to Italy on the edge of the box, and that will be the restart.
So the Italian guide being very vocal as well. It's the same procedure that Dixie told you about earlier on, taking place here at the goalkeeper Ponchai, and very deliberate about the placement of his wall. Less than 5 minutes to go in this final Group A clash. Italy headed for the knockout stages alongside Japan. As things stand right now, both teams propelled by their star goal scorers, Taichi Inabayashi in Japan's case, and Paulie Yobo in number 7, who's just on the right of your picture if you're fully sighted and watching this. But the restart will come from the left of the penalty area. It's an acute angle for Italy, and it was a chipped attempt from Cavallotto, just trying to dink it into the far corner, almost like a golf shot somewhat.
Yeah, it's a bit wasted really. You're not going to do the keeper over his head in these goals, but we're back underway again. As I say, Thailand are attacking down through the middle.
Spaniawut trying to find a way through. Runs into a cluster of Italian bodies. Mauro, the captain, number 9, wearing the yellow armband, on for Italy. Sketchy corn. And that came off an Italian boot, so it will be a corner kick. The official just giving the ball a little shake.
So yeah, we've got a tight corner on the right-hand side as we look at it. 3-man French wall, Italian wall. It's the same because it's blue.
It is. These blue European countries.
Yeah, I just call them the Blues, I think, and I won't get wrong, will I?
I don't think anyone in Italy's feeling particularly blue, though.
No, they're having a substitute. Number 9's coming off.
So a couple of changes for the Italians.
It's number 5 coming on.
Entering the fray, we have the Italian number 5, Damiano Giunta.
So here we go. Ties it arcing around to the centre of the area.
Kitty Corn makes
foot.
the angle and repeats the feat from earlier. He smacked that into the top corner, and it's game on with just over 4 minutes to go here.
Oh, I'm sorry if I've damaged your eardrums then, but that was a fabulous goal. As I was explaining, he come round in a big arc, come onto his left foot, he got almost level with the left-hand post, and he's let fly, and it's absolutely flew into the top corner. Oh, what a goal by Thailand.
I'm going to steal another man's line, but Kittycorn Boadi, take a bow, son. That was some strike. Now we have 2 players chasing a hat-trick. Kittycorn for Thailand and Yobo for Italy.
So we've got 4 minutes to go exactly. We've got the score locked on 2-2, which
2-2.
Doesn't do Thailand any good. They need another one.
Yep, Thailand definitely needs, after taking the early lead here, Italy forced the scoreboard back round on itself to go 2-1 ahead because of this man here, Yobo. Now Thailand need a third goal. Oh. Kitty Corn comes away with the ball. He's driving right through the hearts of the Italian team. Can't quite get hold of it, and Giunta just on, not very long on. Italiano Giunta.
And they've got another corner from the same side as what they just scored from. So is he going to try it again? It was a marvellous shot. The first shot was just absolutely excellent. We were sitting, we're right behind it, and you could see what he was trying to do. He's trying to get round on that arc. And
so, is that another double tap there?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I'll just wait to see if the referee puts his arm up in the air, and that would be a good indication. Oh, no, it's not. It's a timeout. We've got a little breather for a minute, and before we get going again, and when they go back over that side, I think they're going to start with indirect free kick to France, because I think it was France who called the timeout, and you have to be in possession of the ball. And we've got a few highlights coming up.
It's been a fantastic game to enjoy for everyone.
It is so sunny here.
That's a brilliant run from Suriya, who just couldn't get the finish at the end of it.
Oh yeah, here he comes. He's coming across the box, coming across. Keep going, and he smacked it into the top corner. Keeper's got no chance. What a goal. Hey, oh, I tell you something, we've seen some goals here this week.
We have, we certainly have. Someone somewhere needs to compile a best of.
It's going to be a long video.
It certainly is. So 3.5 minutes left to go. 2 goals apiece in this one.
Yeah, so we are, as I thought, starting off with a indirect free kick to France on the edge of Italy, on the edge of their area. It's been an awful long week, guys.
That's all right. Prakrong trying to go in from behind on the Yobo again. So Cavalotto now comes inside from the left. He's just on the edge of the tie. Defensive third, and then flashes a shot wide. Good effort there from Panyaut. So the speed of this game is not abating even one bit. Yobo switches it over to Cavalotto, who's on the left. He's down near the goal line by the left sideboard, and that one goes behind.
That's
will be back
goal clearance.
Thailand. So it will be
he's played it short.
He's played it short now to Prakrong, and then he's lofted it forward. Ramirez went to ground, unsure of where the ball was, and then comes striding forward. Brian Ramirez, showing off a different side to his game, tries to find a Yobo. Just oversold the pass a little, but Ramirez, great awareness again. Just strides across that back line like Franz Beckenbauer. Yobo with the switch. Cavalotto for once wasn't stationed by the left sideboard to receive it. Now Ponchai along the ground. And on the left side for Thailand is Panyaut, who comes inside and then tries to get the shot away, but there were bodies behind it. I think Ramirez got the touch for Italy, so it will be a tie corner with less than 2 minutes left to go here.
Yeah, that was a good run by the Thai player there, right? Coming from the left-hand wall into the centre of the pitch, and he's just rifled away, and the Italian lads come across and just cut it out and sent it out for a corner. But this is the area where the last time before last they scored the goal from Thailand from that side. And we coming out. There's the free kick's okay. It's coming round again, exactly the same spot.
Trying to find the angle again.
Oh, Italy. Italy weren't going to have that one. They had 2 players there ready to take him down.
And there were arms extended. There was everything to prevent the shot coming in. Great distribution from Cherry, and Iyobo manages to leave defenders in his wake and gets the shot away with the left foot as he was striding across towards the edge of the Thai box. But it's easy for Ponchai, who delivers it the other way to Kitticorn, and the shot's coming in thick and fast here. Ball forward again to Iyobo on the right hand side. Good close control, and tucks it under the goalkeeper for a fantastic hat-trick. And Italy now surely heading for the knockout stages.
Oh, take a bow. What a good goal. We'll just watch this again together.
Absolutely brilliant. It's a fantastic moment. The Italians, a nation who wear their hearts on their sleeve. And
yeah, he's coming in from the right-hand board, coming across, poked it through one player's legs and underneath the keeper and into the corner. Not the best strike he's done all day. No, effective.
I think the first 2 probably cleaner, but the same thing happened. He hit it low, he hit it across Ponchai, and he got the goal. And the crowd here loved that one. Some very vocal Italians.
Well, what a game we've had here this afternoon. Great advert for blind football.
Magnificent game, Dixie.
Yes.
They should get me to commentate all the games. They're all going to be as entertaining as this one. Fantastic stuff. Italy 3, Thailand 2. And surely now, with a minute and 18 seconds left to go, Thailand's campaign is over. Remember, there is a lot at stake here. There are potentially 3 slots for the Paris Paralympic Games up for grabs in this tournament. Interesting, though, that the number 16 team in the world, Italy, have looked to have anyway, with 1 minute and 9 seconds to go, have got the better of the world number 5 team, Thailand.
Yeah, but that depends on who you're playing, doesn't it? Thailand are playing in the Middle East and Far East, and Italy are playing in Europe.
Krong, normally more of a defensive operator, but it's all bodies forward for Thailand, trying to make something happen. Surya, though, is going the wrong way. He's on halfway. And trying to keep Iyobo off the ball, but Iyobo has men just bouncing off him everywhere. And the officials penalise Italian number 7 that time.
Have they? Or have they given the foul too?
Just checking.
He's coming over here. What's he coming over here for?
So the referee, I think, is taking the play back, saying that there was an advantage, and it was a free kick to Italy.
Okay. Getting wrapped up in this match a little bit. There's things going on that we're getting so excited ourselves. You're sure that we're not observing.
We have had everything in this game. Everything from Hell's Angels in the background to some heavenly goals to enjoy.
Oh, it's been a class game, absolutely class game. There's Yobo coming down the right-hand body. He'll switch it back.
A fourth, does he, Yobo?
And he gets his team a corner. He's been absolutely fantastic this afternoon.
Wonderful
Oh, he's such a player, and he drives this Italian team on. And I expect if he played for France, he'd drive them on as well.
Love it.
So we got a corner. Here's Yobo over it, as you would expect. He runs around. He's arcing around.
Keeping possession.
And
referee's whistle goes, so Thailand will have the chance to launch one last attack with just over half a minute left. It'll be Prakrong, the captain.
Yeah, the referee's given a free kick to Thailand there. It's an indirect one. It's blocking it, I think, is what he's given. As Yobo's running around the ball. The player who was alongside him has run in front of him, and he's knocking the players out, creating a space for Yobo to run in.
Route 1, it goes from Thailand.
It's not really the done thing, but here we go. So it's going to come down his left-hand side again.
So
as we look.
Down the Italian right it is. And it's a Yobo driving forward, comes inside. He's got a lot of space, shifts it onto the left foot. And that time he did catch it maybe a little bit cleaner, but didn't manage to get it on target.
I suppose he's thinking, I've done enough. Come on, referee. I want to go home now.
I think he was trying for a Kitty Corn style finish. Kitty Corns 2 flew into the top corner.
We're down to the last 2 seconds. This game's done.
Yeah, the game's done. The Yobo's 3 goals, every one of them low and across the goalkeeper, have sent Italy in to the knockout stages as they defeat Thailand by 3 goals to 2. What a game, Dix.
And what a performance by that number 7.
Unbelievable.
Oh, he's single-handedly hauled Italy into the semi-finals, or quarter-finals, sorry.
Into the knockout stages.
Yeah. He's been unbelievable.
He's got 5 goals now for the tournament. 2 in the first 2 games, and then another 3 today. And he's such an interesting story. He's got the time in the Italian singing competitions, a real rags to riches story if you look into his background as well. Yobo is someone that, if you like sport for the stories, for the narrative, he's someone you can really root for. And in terms of what he delivers on the pitch, absolutely unbelievable.
Oh, yeah, he's quality. I don't know about his singing abilities, but the boy's certainly got some good football abilities. And it's been a pleasure to be here and see him perform this afternoon. And the Italians are all celebrating at the top end, and I don't blame them. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, it was a fantastic second half, full of action. And you have to say, I think in the end, Italy probably the deserved winners. They're certainly enjoying it in the background here.
Yeah, it was a well-deserved victory. And to be fair to Thailand, they made a right good game of it, and they've given us great entertainment this afternoon. It takes 2 teams to tango, and they were a very big part of this. They scored 2 goals against Italy. Let's not forget. And took Italy all the way, bringing that second goal with 3 minutes to go. Brilliant.
Yeah, and both of the goals from Kitty Corn, absolutely fantastic. Certainly worthy of making your way down here. You can see that one. That was his second one of the day. In his second half one, it was Kitty Corn who got the scoring start. He just rattled it in the keeper's top right-hand corner. Did the same thing at the other end of the pitch in the first half. But the stage was set. And that man, Yobo, didn't manage to score with every shot that he had. But he certainly had the Thai team chasing him, chasing his shadow at times throughout the game. The third one of his goals, probably the poorest of the strikes, and that's been highly critical.
But how can you say that? He's found the corner.
He has, but the other strikes were a little bit cleaner. But
definitely firmer. But sometimes you don't need to hit it hard. No. You just need to hit it accurately. And he's excellent at picking out the corners all the time. He's some player, really. Yeah, Italy got to be pleased they've got him in their squad.
Yeah, definitely. Seems to harmonise well with the rest of his teammates.
Yeah.
You could certainly see that.
Not another one.
So now, after that, Italy are in the knockout stages alongside Japan, the European team and the Asian team, the first 2 to take their place in the knockout stages. And we'll have another European team against another Asian team coming up next as England face China in the next game. The hosts will be next up. But the story today in Italy, Thailand, all about Paulie Yobo, a hat-trick. And then that is all she wrote in terms of the Italians taking their place in the knockout stages. Commiserations to Thailand. They finished the tournament with just the 1 point. But Italy will take their place in the knockouts. And that man, Yobo, well, he's must have viewing. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back soon with the next one.